Hey, what's up, North County? Hey, welcome to the Morning Brew, and we are talking the 30th ever Creston Classic Rodeo here. We have Jeff Rigby in, and we're going to hear a little bit about what's coming up in September here. We got September 11th and 12th out there at Creston. You guys don't want to miss this. Make sure you guys follow and like our page, and you can go to whatsupnorthcounty.com and get all the information of what's happening here in the North County. Jeff, good morning. Thanks for coming in, man.
Good morning. Thanks for having us back, and it's a pleasure to represent the Creston Classic 30th ever.
Yeah, 30th ever, man. So this started in 1996.
Kind of a big deal, huh?
Yeah. This is wild.
Yeah, for a backyard rodeo all these years.
So over the years, Jeff, so I know the rodeo kind of came together because of the Creston community, right? And so tell me a little bit about why it was started.
Well, the people in Creston wanted to have a community center, and they said all the other towns or all the other communities in the county have got a community center except for us. And instead of going to the county and saying build us a community center, they said we can do it ourselves, and we'll do it by raising funds with a rodeo.
And so the first year, it was just a country rodeo, correct? Or did you guys have stock? Did you guys have all the rough stock?
In the early days, we weren't a PRCA rodeo, but yeah, we had rough stock, bulls, horses, saddle bronc, bareback. Yep.
So the arena, the way it sits now, is that the way it looked back in 1996?
No, the first 2 years, the arena ran east and west, and then they turned it to run north and south a couple years after that.
And wasn't I think Cotton Rosser was involved some way as well at the beginning of all this?
Yeah, he gave us our start. He brought in everything, panels, bleacher seating, the crews, the livestock. Yeah.
Really? And so then you guys kind of got a little bit of education from them and how it was ran, and then eventually kind of took over with your own board for the Creston Classic Rodeo?
Yep.
And then decided that you guys can do this on your own.
Yeah, that's how it went down. Yeah.
So then, so the arena, the way it sits now, when did that become the way it sits?
I think that was probably around 1999 or 1908. Well, shoot, yeah, 99 or 89.
So after the rodeo started in 1996, so Cotton Rosser was involved for the first couple years.
Right.
And so then you guys got everybody together, built your own arena instead of bringing in the panels.
That would have been in 98 when they did that, because
Okay.
that's when I first got involved.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's been a long run for you guys.
Yeah, and we're proud of it.
And what kind of success have you guys had as far as you guys built the community center?
Yeah, we
Right.
got that done, and we continue to contribute to the community center. Last year, 2 years ago, we did $25,000, and then we've done $10,000 to the Creston Pool Fund, because that's also another big deal. So the community center is continuously doing upgrades, things like heating and air conditioning that we didn't have in the building.
That's good.
And then if it wasn't for the rodeo and the funds that we raised for that, I don't know that it would be a lot harder for the pool to stay open for those kids.
So you guys do a lot of stuff for the community. The community of Creston is what? A couple hundred, or I mean,
I think the sign says 750.
750. So not yet 1,000.
Yeah, in the outlying area, but yeah.
But it's such a cool North County destination that is still. I mean, you got the Long Branch out there.
Got the Long Branch,
Which-
got the loading chute.
I mean, you have two of probably the best hidden restaurants in the San Luis Obispo County.
Absolutely. If you want a good steak and a bottle of wine, you go to the loading chute. A really good steak. You want a good hamburger and a cold beer or a cocktail, you go to the Long Branch.
And you guys, the meat, from what I understand, the meat that you guys have at the Long Branch are coming from your own cattle, correct? Or some of them?
No, it's our cattle that we raised.
All of
Yeah,
it?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about that farm to table experience that you guys are doing with the cattle to the burgers over there at the Long Branch?
Well, it's turned out to be a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, but it is a labor of love, and take a lot of pride in it. We raise the beef out at a ranch. The property is located in San Miguel, and then I pull those calves off and set them off in some leases in the Creston area. When they get to about 800 pounds, then I bring them in, and we put them on the grain program.
Yeah, and are you breeding your own cattle for this, or
Those are
they,
our cattle. Yeah.
so they're not coming in from somewhere else? These are all the cattle that you've had over the last however many years. That's becoming.
I started with two.
You started with two.
Started with two.
Started with a bull.
No, I had to borrow a bull. A guy by the name of Jim Carminetti. I forget how many cows I had at the time, but it wasn't enough to justify buying a bull. And I was at for a customer appreciation day at Farm Supply, and I was talking to a couple of old guys, and I said, I got to find a bull. And Jim Carminetti was the guy there, and he says, well, I got a bull, I'll loan you. So ever since then, it's like anybody that I know who's on a small scale and you need a bull, yeah, you've got a bull. I'll get you a bull.
And who does the processing for you guys?
We're going with Sinton & Sons now.
Okay.
So the animals go over to the Chandler Ranch, and they're one of our sponsors. They were a very generous sponsor this year. And as soon as I leave here, I'm going to go hit Sinton & Son up. And the animal's harvested there, and then it's taken to Sinton & Sons, their plant there, and where it hangs and it processes.
Which the Sinton Sons is the old J&R meats,
It's
correct?
the old building, yes. And Daniel Sinton, and however they set themselves up, they went in and took the facility over. It's a first-class operation.
So we've been doing the Creston Classic Rodeo for the last, at least what's up North County, for the last, I believe 3 years. And, it's always there's so many people there. And it seems like the community comes out and they really thrive on that Western rodeo events that you guys are doing. And even though it's not PRCA or anything crazy, I mean, you guys put on one heck of a performance.
We put on a good deal, and I mean, everybody, if you're an American, you got a little bit of cowboy in you, right?
And you got your announcer that comes over and does the rodeo and the performances. He's a national touring announcer. Tell me about him.
Oh, Steve Smart.
Yeah.
He's a top level PRCA guy, and he always makes time for us.
That's awesome. And so, what are you guys going to expect for this year? So we have the 30th ever, and why do we call it the 30th ever?
Because I think around Nancy Ryan's dinner table when they started the rodeo, they said, well, what are we going to do? Well, it'll be the first ever. And it just continued from there.
So then the second year was the second
ever, third ever. Yeah, that's.
And then you guys had a drop. I think you guys had 1 year that you guys didn't do it officially, but it was still happening, right?
Well, that was the COVID year.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a rodeo, but we did manage to have a jackpot team roping and a jackpot barrel race where everyone was on their horses socially distancing.
Socially distancing.
You remember that?
Around there, can't get 6 foot within each other.
Yeah, so.
Such a wild time.
It's hard to believe, huh?
Yeah, so Jeff, you also participate too, right?
Yeah, I interrupt in a couple of events.
Tell me which ones those are.
So this year I'm going to limit it to the line sorting and the sorting rope.
Okay. And you guys also have barrel hide racing.
Yeah,
right?
I've done that one before,
Yeah,
but I was the puller.
You were on the horse.
I was on the horse, yeah.
What's the concept of that? Is that to get the lightest person on that hide as you can?
You want to get the fastest horse and the lightest person. But like when I did it, I drug a guy who, my size, a couple 100 pounds, and we beat his daughter and her friend, and they're both little gal barrel racers. So
what happens when they go over the barrel on that turn?
It hurts.
Because we've seen some of those go over the barrel. Does that still count, or is that?
Oh no, you're disqualified.
Oh, as soon as you hit that barrel,
you got to clear the barrel. Yeah, you don't want to get bonked by that thing. That's part of the trick.
So Jeff, over the years, what has been one of the biggest challenges that you guys have had with the Creston Classic Rodeo?
I don't know if It's every year we look back, okay, what did we learn? And how do we make the rodeo better than the last year? I don't know that those are challenges. I would say that those are opportunities for success.
And you guys learned from what you did the year before, what you could do better, what you could change, maybe
Yes.
eliminate,
Yes.
and then move forward on to the next year. Because you guys are year round looking into the next year. So after the Creston Classic Rodeo happens, August 12th, August 13th, you guys go back to the table and start thinking about what you guys can do better for next year.
Yes. While it's fresh in our minds, sit down, write it down.
Yeah. Tell me about some of the events that you guys are going to be having this year, because you guys have moved from doing it during the daytime. Now we're Friday night and Saturday night, which I think it's going to help a lot of people with the heat. Because sometimes that heat, you never know. It's a crapshoot. Come the beginning of
Yeah.
September, whether it could be cold or whether it could be blistering hot.
Yeah. Sometimes we ran out of hoodie sweatshirts because everybody was freezing in our sales.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what kind of events you guys have for this year? What can people expect to see?
Well, like you just mentioned, the hide race, we're going to get that early on into the rodeo and steer riding. But one of my favorite events is the double mugging. And that's the last event of the rodeo. And that's where you separate the tough guys, because you got one guy and he's running his horse. Well, you'll have three guys all at the same time running their horse down from one end of the arena to the other, where there's three steers, and they have to get that steer roped around the neck. And in the meantime, he's got a guy on foot who's running, trying to catch up, runs down the rope, gets the steer in the headlock, and then the rider gets off the horse. They throw the steer, and then they tie his feet. And then as soon as your feet are tied and your hands are up, now you've got a 6-second hold, and your time stops.
And that's one you like the best?
Oh, it's total chaos. Dust is flying. People trying not to get stepped on. People getting stepped on and drugged by the steers. It's you find out who's got grit.
And then you also have steer riding,
Yes.
right? You have mutton busting.
Oh, who doesn't love that, right?
That's my
Yeah.
that's my most favorite event.
Right.
And the kids out there. So you guys did you cap it off at 75 kids this year, or
Well, we cap it off to 25 entries on Friday night and 25 entries on Saturday night, and we bring the top 5 back for the performance.
okay? So that's what we got. So we've got looks like we got the jackpot barrel race happening on September 10th.
Thursday.
Right?
Thursday
On
night,
Thursday.
yes.
It starts at 5:30.
Yes.
And then September 11th, mutton busting is at 5:30. Grand entry is at 6:30, and then following that is the Friday night performance.
Yes.
Right. And then Saturday night, kids dummy roping is at 4:30. Mutton busting is at 5:30. Again, the grand entry is at 6:30, and then the performance follows that. And then the buckle ceremony is going to be over there at the Long Branch afterwards.
So yeah, we're going to do our own version of the NFR and South Coast.
Okay.
Or is it North Coast? South Coast.
So tell me about that.
So anyway, geez, I forget now. No, we're gonna all the buckles. We're gonna go over to the Long Branch and do our Buckles Awards, and over at the Long Branch on the stage after the rodeo at about 9:30.
That's awesome. Do we have the opportunity for the all around cowboy?
Well, the all-around cowboy and the all-around cowgirl, they'll be there too.
So do they both have to ride the steer in order to make the all around?
Well, only the men have to ride the steer.
Only the men.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
You don't. I'm sure that you got some ladies that want to ride the steers out there.
there might be a couple, but we have never prohibited anyone from riding a steer.
So they can still ride it if they want to.
They can still ride it if they want to,
Okay.
and they can still make points, but they don't have to.
Okay, and people can go to CrestonClassicRodeo.org, right? In order to
Yes.
get tickets. Tickets are $10. Ages 13 plus, kids 12 and under are free.
Correct.
So again, it's a super fun. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the sponsors and some of the stuff that you
Well,
guys are going to have there?
I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah.
So our sponsors, I brought that up because we've got Brian and Christine Pritt with the Long Branch. They own the property there. We've got American Riviera, Kirk Consulting again, MJM Chandler Ranch, San Luis Ambulance. I guess they're looking to probably regain some of their contributions on the steer riding. Ag West, Farm Credit, PG&E, our county supervisor, Heather Moreno, Granite Construction, Navajo Ranch, Central Coast Trailers. And we get down to some of our other guys. Let me get this
Well,
up.
you guys have a lot of community, involvement. So which is really
Yeah.
good and plays
Oh,
to
that's
the
what makes
success.
it. Movement for life, physical therapy. When you
Definitely
get
need
hurt,
that.
that's where you
We
want
were
to go
just
to
talking
get
about
fixed
that
up.
before we went on, Jeff.
Right, I know. They worked on me when I got hurt. John Shadle Insurance, KPRL. KPRL has been so good to the rodeo all of these years.
I love KPRL.
Yeah, Mark's Tire, Plaza Cleaners. If you want creased jeans and a good-looking shirt, you go see Plaza Cleaners.
Right?
So
They can give you that cowboy press.
that's right. That's what you want to look sharp
Yeah.
while you're at the Long Branch receiving your buckle.
Receiving your buckle. So you got some winners from last year. Some of them were pretty young, and then some of them also have a little bit of a history with their family that their dads were, part of this years ago, and now the kids are coming up through the ranks.
It's funny how that happens, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of good cowboys and cowgirls here in the North County. We have a lot of them that are going to the NFR, the junior NFR. We have a lot of, some of these are actual pros
Yeah.
that are traveling the circuit as well.
Yeah, yeah, they'll be there competing in the open division of the team roping, and then some of those guys they'll team up for the. That's one of the other events I really like is the sort and brand competition. So you got the 4-man team in on that, and that's an exciting one to watch. And those guys are good.
So would the barrel racing be during the performance, or is it only going to be the jackpot?
So we do have a barrel racing during the performance. The jackpot is set up to provide an opportunity for a lot more people to win a buckle and to get some money. So this year we've had the Pee Wee division for the little tiny kids. This year we added a youth division, or I should. So there will be a 4D, four buckles awarded to some of the younger gals, and then the 4D, and they all pay, and
Is that only for the jackpot?
that's only for the jackpot.
Okay.
So at the rodeo, it's fastest time gets the buckle.
And it doesn't. There's no age,
There's no age
no
limit.
age bearing.
Yeah,
Whether
no.
they want to go young or old.
It's how fast your horse will go and how fast you can ride.
But for the jackpot, you're going to have them separated in age kind of brackets.
Age brackets, and not everyone can have a 1D horse.
Right.
So it makes it gives everybody a chance to compete. One of the guys that his daughter won her first jackpot ever, backyard girl. She won the 4D on her first time out.
Really.
Yeah. So she got a buckle in the fourth division. So it gives everybody, that can't run at that top level a chance to make some money, and it just spreads it out and makes it fair.
Jeff, have you ever had any aspirations to run barrels?
No. But I will say a friend of mine who's a PRCA saddle bronc rider, his wife is a barrel racer, and the first time he did it, he came back and he said, "Man, now I know why those chicks do this. Those horses are fast."
And you're just holding on.
Well, no, there's a skill level to, yeah.
Well, no, that's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
Getting your seat and making
Yeah.
the turn, setting your horse up. Yeah, you just can't, it's not for anyone.
I think that the sport of rodeo has taken off in the last 5-10 years, maybe just 5, just really because every year, different rodeos they're selling out. They're selling out before the performance even starts, and so the event, the Western lifestyle, just the sheer excitement of seeing these barrel racers and mugging and roping and steer riding, mutton busting has just really taken off in the last 5 years. Have you guys seen that with the Creston Rodeo?
We don't have a shortage of competitors, and the last few years, we have to keep bringing in more and more bleacher seating for people who want to come and see the rodeo.
That's great, though.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
that's great for you guys.
It's great for the community. It's great for the country.
Yeah.
Gives young men and young women something to aspire to besides looking at their phone and playing games.
Right. What is the future of the Creston Classic Rodeo grounds look like out there for you guys? Because I know there's been some talk in the past, of kind of bringing in some skybox options. I know you guys brought in new lighting last year. The new lighting in the
Yes.
arena, so get a better view this year. From what I understand, you guys are bringing in a lot more seating.
We're bringing in a lot more seating. We've expanded our VIP seating area, and we are in the developmental stages of the skybox with the Pritz and their concept of what they want to bring to the rodeo.
And how will that play out from where it sits right now? Where will that skybox be on the grounds?
Well, I think where the covered bleachers are right now,
Okay.
that's the prime real estate, and I think that's where the skyboxes are going to be.
And so then you guys would move that off to the side. I mean, right now you guys don't have seating on the, what would that be, the east side? Would that be over there by the chutes?
No, that's 'cause we have all the stock pins there.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't have seating there.
So you can't have seating on that side, but you're bringing in the seating on the side, kind of pushing everything else kind of back. I think there is some covered tent areas right there that you guys are going to use for seating now.
No, we have to leave that area open. We had so many people in there last year that it was kind of a safety hazard choke point. So that's why we relocated the bar and and some of the concessions. And then we've taken seating and run it all the way around the north end of the arena,
Okay.
taking out more livestock pins there. And where we used to come in with a gate in and out of the north end of the arena, we've moved that gate so that we don't have to worry about any of our spectators getting run over by people coming in and out.
And you guys are also going to be having a vendor fair. You'll have vendors out there in the area, from knives, buckles, apparel, food,
Yeah.
right? So we're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
have that again this year.
Yep. Yeah. Cold beer, cocktails, wine, hot dogs, Crescent Men's Club sandwiches. I think the Crescent Women's Club might be selling some cookies, and sometimes they have jams. And so you have to get the jams. Their homemade jams are, outstanding. And then the taco lady.
Who doesn't like tacos?
Oh, I hold out. I don't eat I don't eat the tri-tip sandwiches. I go get the tacos.
Do you really?
I love
those
the taco
tri-tip
lady,
sandwiches.
yeah.
Are, I mean,
Aren't
are
they?
the best.
Yes.
They're probably
Yeah.
one of the best tri-tip sandwiches
Right.
that you'll ever taste. And they're not expensive at all.
No, everything is affordable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not paying $15 for a beer.
And then, like I said, you got $10 entries. Kids 12 and under are free.
Yes.
So I mean, really, it's an affordable event that people can come out Friday night, September 11th, September 12th, and I'm sure there's going to be some sort of highlight from the September 11th, memorial that you guys do, because I know you guys did it last year. Had a little bit of a conversation and talk with the announcer, talking about how our how America was affected September 11th.
Yeah, I haven't been involved with that. So Steve is a true patriot. So I'm not going to be surprised if that's going to be part of our event. I know that some of the other stuff that we're, thankfully this year, we don't have to have any type of memorial or remembrance for one of our rodeo board members or competitors who has left us. That's not in the cards this year. Last year it was Gary Gordon, so we won't have that. But
That's good,
yeah,
right?
that is good.
What are some of the key people in the Creston Classic Rodeo that has really been with you guys since the beginning and made Creston Classic Rodeo get to that 30th ever?
Well, Linda Rohr, I mean, she's been a founding sponsor. So Rohr Hay and Feed, she's been very generous. And then, the Ryans and Bob York, they've been with us since the beginning. There's a lot of people that were with us that are gone now. Ray and Sue Warren, Jerry Bello, just to name a few.
We're gonna have still roosters out there doing that.
Oh yeah,
Those firearm
oh yeah,
giveaways.
yeah, Doc. No, there's no giveaways.
Well, it's a card pool.
Yes, but I mean, what a great chance! You've got a 1 in 52 chance on a $20 ticket to win a rifle or a pistol.
That's pretty
Right.
good, and they're not bringing.
Those are good odds.
And
You
they're
don't
not
get
bringing
those,
just cheap things.
you don't
They're
get
bringing
those.
some good stuff.
Yeah, you don't get those kind of odds, in most raffles.
Well, I didn't win last year or the year before.
I haven't won either.
So it's always fun to go to the Creston Classic Rodeo. Again, it's a community event. You get the people that you see. I mean, you see them all over the place.
Yeah.
And then they're the hometown community. And I'm sure there's probably some competitors that you see maybe once a year that comes to the Creston Classic Rodeo, because we're the start of the college rodeo as well. So some of these, when we were talking about the jackpot barrel racing, some of these girls come as and enter just as a kind of some practice for the weekend, for their weekend event.
Hopefully, but like you just mentioned, some of our competitors, they just left for college, and they're going to be competing on a college rodeo team. So I don't know, if I'll have to wait and see. Are they all going to get back? Boy, when this year we did that scholarship to District 7 High School Rodeo in honor of Dr. Gary Gordon. And when I looked over the applicants and you saw those resumes of those kids, I mean, boy, just outstanding. It gives you hope that there's people and we're going in the right direction.
Is the scholarship app still open, or is that closed?
We're going to revisit that this year because we're going to need to make a bylaw change to make it a permanent thing, but that is our goal. So at the end of the year, when we meet with our committee, we're going to put that out there.
Okay.
And it'll be limited to District 7 graduating high school seniors.
Okay. And then, from what I understand, you guys are still searching, needing people, volunteers to
Yes.
come out and help you guys put this
Right.
together. Because Jeff, tell me what it takes to put this together for, relatively small board for such a big performance that you guys put on.
Well, it just seems like you need at least 50 volunteers to get it on, and like just in the back with the livestock, it's hard, dirty, physical work. Even if you're even on horseback, you're wore out and you're tired. But I've got guys back there in the stripping chutes, pulling ropes, trying not to get their fingers smashed, and then guys up at the other end pushing cattle to get them loaded up, hoping that they don't get kicked or hooked.
Yeah.
It's not an easy day.
So can people, if they want to volunteer, can they go to the website?
Yes, or they can get a hold of us through social media. And I had a bunch of guys last year that had no experience step up, and I put those young men to work, and they did an outstanding job. I was really proud of them, and they had a great time doing it.
Are they coming back this year?
Some of them are, yes. Some of them are, and some of them have other commitments.
What about reaching out to like the schools, and because that's part of their curriculum if they're going to college, as far as community service, because you guys are considered community service, so they go out and help you guys. What about reaching out to like some of the schools, Paso, Tascadero, Templeton?
They'll be busy. Those kids will be busy competing.
They're the ones that are competing.
Yes, but where we make out, and we make out really well, we couldn't do it without Creston 4-H. Those kids and their parents, they step up. They're cooking all the meals for our sponsors back in the VIP corral. They're cleaning up all the banners that are covered in 3 days of dirt, and and helping us clean up the rodeo grounds. We couldn't do it without Creston 4-H, and that counts towards their community service.
Tell me about the dirt that's in the arena. From what I understand, the dirt and the way that's tilled up is some of the best grounds in a rodeo format that people. They come from all over the place because of the ground is so good.
Well, let me tell you about the dirt before we did all of that. It was it was so black, and it was so dusty. And if you're anywhere in the arena or in the back pens where the dirt blew, you just were covered. Your clothes were ruined. It was you were you were blowing your nose, and black stuff was coming out of your nose for 2 days after the rodeo. And then Dave Spur got in because he is the godfather of making good dirt for an arena. And he and Brian Pritt worked together financially. And Dave came in there with all of his equipment and his know-how, and they worked that, took out a lot of the old dirt, and then they brought in that new stuff. And the barrel racers, that's where they want to go because it's Dave Spur and his crew is coming back in, Gino and Billy, to get that all worked up for us for the barrel race and for the rodeo this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
and, and what they get sandwiches and a bottle of whiskey. That's their thank you.
What kind of bottle of whiskey?
It's been Pendleton, but I mean that's their thank you, and they're out there for hours.
Well, that's important. That's definitely important to the racers and the riders out there that you have good premium dirt.
Well, they don't want to hurt their horses. They don't want to get hurt.
That's awesome. Well, Jeff, what are you most looking forward to other than the double mugging and the tacos?
Well, we've got the kids dummy roping, and so that'll be going on Saturday, and we're giving out 3 buckles for that based on ages. That's a fun event, and those young men and women, they're going to be competitors someday. And I'd mentioned the Sort and Brand. That's an exciting event. The other one is the ribbon roping. You got one guy and he comes out and he whacks that head rope, that loop around the steer's horns, and then you've got the person and they've got to run out there and grab that ribbon off the tail and get back inside your finish line. And it's a fun event to watch. And sometimes I've seen it where that roper, he just nailed it, and the person, all they had to do was step out, grab the ribbon, and step back in, and it was time.
They could actually plan that and kind of push the calf over there closer to the guy that's going to be grabbing the ribbon.
If you're a good enough horseman and roper, and you get a steer that cooperates. So, that's what I always say. The roper gets a say, the steer gets a say, and the horse gets a say. So you don't know what you're going to get until you get, and sometimes it all comes together.
That's awesome. Well, Jeff, we're excited about the Creston Classic Rodeo, the 30th ever.
Looking forward to having you guys back out, and our live feed, and yes.
Yeah, we'll have the live feed. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to some more interesting people. I know last year we had, the Cancer Institute.
They're going to be back out.
Yeah.
We've made some changes this year, and the story with George Hurst. If it wasn't for George Hurst, we wouldn't have a Creston Rodeo.
That's awesome.
He's very generous, and so we're continuing with the Hearst Cancer Foundation in George's honor.
Awesome. Well, like I said, it's always fun out there at Creston, and again, it's like a family event. You get to see and talk to people that you haven't seen in a year or so, since last year sometimes,
or since the fair.
Yeah. But it's a little bit more tamer. It's a little bit more, in my opinion, it's a little bit more family friendly.
Okay.
Out there. And you have a lot more room to, kind of elbow room.
Okay.
So, but like I said, I think it's going to be another fun event. Again, the performance are at nighttime, so we don't have to battle the heat during the daytime, which probably won't slow down the beer consumption or any of that kind of stuff. So you're going to still have to stay hydrated.
Good food, cold beer, and a good show, guaranteed.
Absolutely. Well, Jeff, thanks again for coming on.
Thank you.
And we're looking forward to the 30th ever Creston Classic Rodeo once again. And whatever we can do.
You're going to see the best cowboys in the county there.
Absolutely.
And, and guys that have roped at the national championship level. So it will be a good show.
$10 tickets, that's it.
All right.
There you go.
Kids get in free.
Yeah. All right, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, mark your calendars. September 11th and 12th is the performance out there at the Creston Classic Rodeo. It's the 30th ever. They also have on September 10th, they have jackpot barrel racing happening there in the arena grounds. So you guys don't want to miss this. $10 to enter, or $10 for entry. Kids 12 and under are free. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Escalar Wine Travelers Hideaway. Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, MGP Coatings, 1776 Roofing and Gutters, Premier Ag, Trailer Barn, Story Termite Pest Control, Borhone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Angela Hickson Port Photography, Tascadero Chamber, Airflow Filter Services, and Templeton Heating and Air. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you out there at the rodeo.
When you look at your concrete, do you see what it is or what it could be? This is Matt Gifford at MGP Coatings. We don't just cover concrete, we reimagine it. Stronger, cleaner, brighter, and built to last. From garages to commercial spaces, we turn ordinary slabs into stunning, durable surfaces that make every day feel brand new. Give us a call at 805-952-5301. Check out our new website, mgpcoatings.solutions, or check any of our social medias. MGP Coatings, concrete reimagined.
It's time to play, come stay at the Hideaway. Wine Travelers Hideaway. In wine country you'll stay at the Wine Travelers Hideaway. Book today, enjoy your stay at the Wine Travelers Hideaway.
My name is Jennifer Borhone Wescombe.
And I'm Haley Wescombe from Borhone Auto Center. Borhone Auto Center is a family-owned and operated GMC dealership. We are your go-to dealership for quality vehicles. With a vast inventory and personalized service, we are here to make your purchase seamless.
Whether it's a luxurious Yukon or a rugged Sierra, we have the perfect ride for you. Come see us today to experience the Borhone family difference. We are located on the corner of Highway 46 East and Golden Hill Road in Paso Robles.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
Airflow Filter Service serving the North County for all your automotive needs. Air filters, oil filters, batteries, and more. Airflow is the store located at 1140 Ramada Drive in Paso Robles. If you pass the railroad tracks, you've gone too far.
Your home is your castle. It keeps you safe when the weather's rough. But if you're not taking care of your roof, things could get a little wild. 1776 Roofing with RoofMax will fix up the rough spots, treat the shingles, and give it years more life at a fraction of what a new roof costs. At TLC, your roof needs now. Call 805-900-1776.
When it comes to comfort, trust the team that's been keeping the North County homes cozy since 1995. At Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning, they're your hometown pros right here in Templeton. From tune-ups to repairs, remodels to new construction, even duct replacements and attic ventilation, they got you covered. Call your neighbors at 805-434-3741. Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning. Local, trusted, dependable.
Hi, I'm Glenn McWilliams.
And I'm Annie. As sixth-generation farmers, we understand what it takes to keep a ranch, a farm, and a community growing strong.
And that's why we started Premier Ag to bring quality feed, trusted Western wear, and real service to the Central Coast.
From hay delivery across the county to hands-on support for local youth and ag programs, we're proud to give back to the community that raised us.
And when we say from seed to stable, we mean it. We've walked the fields, we've fed the animals, and now we're here to serve families just like yours.
Come visit us at 1041 Paso Robles Street in Paso Robles and experience the difference of a store built by farmers for farmers.
From seed to store, where quality meets country.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Shirts, hats, hoodies, and more. Your hometown custom apparel store. 805 Customs. 805 Customs. 805 Customs. Where freedom never goes out of style.
Looking to grow your business strong. The Atascadero Chamber is where you belong. Networking events and community